doing a little new segment where we're replying to some comments and that. So what's gonna happen is my nigga Nux is gonna read me and Baz's some comments, and we're gonna put our take on them and reply to them in the best way we can. Do you wanna read up do you wanna let us know the first comment, my brother?
Alright, yeah, man. This is from the Joker Star reacts to Big J dropping the N-bomb video. Interesting comment here from a Clefla5. He goes, white people don't need to be told what words we can and can't use. If some black people can't understand that a word is nothing but context, then tough shit. And like, what do you man feel about that though? Man's trying to say it's all contextual,
yeah,
that
but
Big J can drop the N-bomb.
I like that idea though, because with me personally, I think that when you look into it, yeah, the English language was created by somebody for us to use. That's them people who created the language for us to use. It's not that old. You know, England and the English language isn't ancient.
Yeah.
So it was created in some way, shape or fashion for us to use. And most of the words are derogatory and used to pitch us against each other.
Yeah.
And I think that the more you read into words, you know, and the context of them and how they affect emotions and stuff like that, like the voice is a chakra, innit? So,
yeah. And
words create energy and vibration. So I think that, you know, we're tricked and manipulated with a lot of words. And I think if you hold a word very highly and powerful and it affects you, your heart and your emotions and you personally, then you have to realise that, you know what, like, well, not realise, but you have to look at yourself and think, you know what, this is a word, innit? One single word.
Alright, cool,
that someone can say
let me quickly interject, man, car.
But
we ain't got a lot of time, man, flipping.
You know.
I understand what you're saying, right? But imagine a scenario. You're a battler, fam. You battle, let's just say, for instance, Max Sherry. Max Sherry drops the N-bomb to you, bro. He says nigga to you. In your face. It's like, you are a bitch, ass, nerd.
Listen.
He even says it like that, bro.
I'll put it on record, yeah? I am flipping 98% sure that I would bang over anybody in the UK battle rap scene, yeah? Right now. And I'm 100% sure that if I couldn't bang them over, I would do a very fucking good job trying if it came to it. Not that I want to, yeah, because it's peace and love and I like everybody anyway, yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that regardless of that, it's not a pussy thing, but I would never physically react to any word ever said to me in a battle.
Oh, man.
Never. Never. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I represent. That's not what I'm trying to do there.
You know
I can go on the roads and man could diss me or whatever, yeah, and it's going to be a different thing, innit? But if I'm there to be offended and I've signed up to this thing where I'm going to go stand on the stage and take 3 rounds of offence and there's no signature, there's no contract, there's no line to be drawn, I'm a dickhead if I try to react to a word that's said about me. It's words, innit? If man touch me, that's differently. I might allow a pocket check again for the entertainment.
Whoa.
Maybe, depending on who it is.
Whoa, G.
Like me and Big J titty checked each other, innit? So, and we're boys, you get me?
I think there's a limit though, innit?
But yeah, no, but
sometimes, man, I remember
for me,
one time,
like, I would never fight over anything said to me in a battle.
I won't fight over it, but like sometimes you feel some ways, you feel some type of way in it, bro. Like I remember once I was at Don't Flop event in a Soul-Jitsu versus HK, and HK dropped the Paki word. The P word, Paki word, well I've said it now anyway, but fuck it. But he dropped it and it was like weird, you know, it was weird because I was surrounded, it just happened to be, I was standing in a spot where like, there just happened to be just like, I mean, there was no Asians around and...
You were the only Asian basically.
And they looked at me, like, they looked at me and I know that why they looked at me is like, should they laugh at that? But like, it was like, why would HK bring that up? They're like, and why would he say it? Like, and it was like, there was no need for him to say it, there was no content and he just dropped the word and I'm like,
how did you feel?
You know what it is as well,
is racism good for battle rap?
Obviously it is, because battle raps are meant to be offensive, innit? You're meant to offend the person that you're battling, and you're meant to offend people.
It's a basic angle though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. Of course it is. But at the same time, like I was saying, like things like HK saying that or whatever, yeah. Like, I know more of my Asian friends who actually use that word in jest than I actually do know black or white people that use it maliciously.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Even if you watch East is East.
Yeah.
If you watch East is East, yeah, man says, oh, Dad, I'm not marrying a packet. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they use it and they're Asian themselves.
I see what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, it depends what power you give that word.
But then it comes down to who's allowed to use the word.
Of course. But at the end of the day, do you know what? If people are using it to offend you and it doesn't offend you, then they failed and they'll get bored of using it and they'll try to come up with a new word to offend you.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? But if you keep giving that power, that word power, and you keep letting them offend you with that word, they're gonna know, yeah, I've pissed them off now. Yeah, they hate it when I use that word, so I'm gonna keep using that word. And I'm gonna keep pissing them off and oppressing them.
But I'm sure they hate it when we call them paedophiles.
It's like nigger. It's like the word nigger.
If I went about calling every white man a paedophile, they would get pissed off, innit?
For example, it's like the word nigger, yeah? Nowadays, in modern day Britain or America, yeah, they might use other racial words against black people, but the word nigger isn't really used nowadays as a derogatory, racist term. People don't go, oh, you nigger. People don't go, look at you, you nigger.
I'm pretty sure.
Not as much. Not as much.
Maybe in other countries more.
The more way it's used is my nigger. Yeah? Like, the more way it's used is a greeting. It's a term of endearment. Do you get what I'm saying? So, because black people actually said, you know what, this word has been used to oppress us and put us down, and people like Tupac and that publicly made that word acceptable and said, you know what, we're not going to let them hurt us with that word anymore. And after everyone started using it and taking control of that word and not giving it that meaning anymore, it was powerless. And now, like, it doesn't have the same impact and the same effect.
You don't feel like
and in a way, I think that's a good thing.
The way shit's going on around the world, right? You don't feel like the word is more powerful than it's ever been before. Because you've got people like artists like Jay-Z and them, man. Do you know what I mean? Overusing the word and putting it, like, we use it on a day-to-day basis anyway. It's like culture, innit? I see your point on that side, right?
It's a word,
but at
though,
at the same time, you can't forget the roots of the word, bro. You can't forget because if you forget the roots of the word, bro, you forget the whole struggle, bro. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, but you don't. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's a choice, blood. That's a choice. You can. Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, it's about change and adaptation and that, You can take things and turn them from a negative into a positive. The fist bump. The fist is represented as a punch, The fist has always been represented as an aggressive symbol, People decided that, you know what? We're going to turn that around and make it a sign of respect. And when I go up to man, I'm going to fist bump him. And I'm going to have the black power fist in the air.
Fam, don't you feel that's the way?
And at the end of the day, sometimes you can take things and make them from a negative to a positive. And put a better light on them and take the power away from the badness that's trying to influence it. I think.
I see what you're saying, you know what I mean? You're going with the Martin Luther way and shit. I'm going with the whole Malcolm X way.
It's not even that. It's not even that. I'm all on the Malcolm X way when it comes to physical or like women or like blatant derogatory. I'm talking like, blatant, like sort of very offensive, abusive language or whatever. But in terms of like things like battle rap and socially and whatever, I don't think people should give words too much power over their emotions. To be honest with you.
All I'm saying is, I don't want to start saying, it's cool for like the average Joe to just be calling you nigga on a daily. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that personally.
And that's completely your right and your choice to be spoken to exactly how you choose to be spoken.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally,
battle rappers, be careful, man. When you
just don't be dropping there. Just don't do that, mate. Just
the way I see it is, in general, whether it's battles or not, you shouldn't say anything that you can't back in real life. That's the way I see it, and that's why you'll never hear me in battle saying rape bars or anything like that. You'll never hear me, because some people say a rape bar in a battle. And I think in real life, I don't think they actually would rape a person. But in a rap battle, they'll say they'll rape your mum or whatever.
But why would you? Why would you say it then? Like, we know what people think about rape.
You know when you're just limited.
Exactly.
You ain't got much to talk about.
Value. It's shock value. It's I'm gonna be. They're all gonna react when I say this bar. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for me personally, I don't really care about that. Like, obviously I want to be creative. But I don't want to say nothing that I can't really actually back up in real life.
That's what's happening though. Because we're giving off the power. You're saying that we're losing, we're taking away the power. These men are going to feel empowered to say it more. Because when they say it more now, bruv, obviously best believe when you give someone power, they're going to exploit it. You see what I'm saying? So if they exploit it now and they're calling you a nigger on camera in front of your kids,
but you misconstrued what I said though, because you said you give someone the power. I never said that.
You take away the power. I'm saying that you give them the power because you're giving them the power to say the word.
You're not though. You're owning the word now.
Yeah.
And when they start saying it, and their generation starts saying it, it's going to mean something completely different to them, because his history is his story.
Yeah.
And if you start writing that story then that's what you're gonna feed to the generations to come, and the younger people that's
I see
around
what
you.
you're saying, man. I see
And
what
if
you're
you
saying.
can take control of something and put it out in a different way, in a more positive way, then so
I
be
just
it.
don't want-
Because you could never eradicate that word.
I don't want
You
anyone
could
else
never,
calling me nigga,
but you
bro.
could never eradicate that word. You could never in your life
Yeah.
guarantee that no one else is ever going to call you that word in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah? And if you actually put stress or worry or any sort of emotion into that, yeah. You would actually cause yourself mental damage, yeah? Depression, things like that.
Fam,
yeah?
I don't see the Jews doing it, innit? If the
No.
Jews were like, yeah,
Bruh.
everyone can call us a Semite and all,
Bruh.
or everyone can
Bruh.
call us like Jewish,
But we
Jew,
mostly do.
Jew,
we mostly
Jew,
do.
whatever.
We
then-
mostly do.
I don't
Because we
know,
mostly do. If you turn on South Park or you turn on Family Guy
Yeah.
or you turn on American Dad, you will
Those
see
are
tons of
cartoons,
Jew
fam.
jokes and they're from Jewish guys.
But that's
Yeah,
cartoons,
as
like,
well.
But
affects
go
your children.
tell a Jew
Like,
right
you
now,
know,
oh,
like,
you're a
you-
Jew bastard, bro. Watch how the feds come after you, cuz.
But go tell a black man on the street you're a black bastard and the feds will come after you same way, bro.
Nah, bro.
Trust me.
Nah, cuz.
Trust me.
They'll be
bro.
like, what? They called you a what?
Do you know what?
Listen, let
And
me
that's
let me send you
counter-
to a
that's the
counsellor right
counter-argument.
now, you know what I
That's
mean?
the counter argument that the white British people in this country say, oh yeah, what, we can't be proud of being white or anything. Like if
Yeah.
they say to us, oh you white this or white that, nothing will happen to them.
No, they're all
But if
right.
we
They're
say-
all right.
if we
They're
say-
just complaining.
If we
because-
say you black bastard or
Yeah.
you packy or whatever, you nigger or you fucking, you spick or you chink or whatever,
Yeah.
they can get nicked.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Yeah.
but realistically, the truth of the matter is nowadays,
Man's don't follow through.
it's
with
more PC, innit?
Yeah.
It's more about PC. It's more about
Yeah.
being politically correct, innit?
Yeah.
And it's more about, it is actually a crime now, and you can actually call someone and say, this person just called me a dirty nigger and I want him arrested. And
Yeah.
the police will actually come. But it might take
I
long.
don't see niggas phoning
It
police,
might
though.
take
I don't
long.
see
No,
that,
I'm not
though.
saying that, but I'm saying
Not
like,
niggas, anyway. not
I'm
really.
just saying like, even the fact that we have the laws and that to
Yeah.
enforce that sort of shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I'm saying that, you know, we have that in it. Like, it's not not just complete lawless racism. Do you get what I'm saying?
No one will phone the police.
But at the end of the day,
You're phoning the wrong people.
I just see man as pushing the boundaries, and when you let man get over one boundary, they'll try the next boundary, and then they'll try the next boundary, bro. And I'm not saying just Big J, because I know what Big J is trying to do, and I'm just saying the next man out there watching Big J might be like, yo, I'm gonna do this in a battle. He might end up getting
and they
clapped,
might get
bro.
dropped. Yeah, they might get dropped. They might get dropped. They might get
And we're not trying to. No one's trying to die in
But
battle.
certain man might say something to me, and they might get dropped. Yeah, and I might be chill with them. I might be cool with them all fucking weekend or whatever. And they might turn around and say the wrong thing, and I'll just take it the wrong way. But what I'm saying to you is, my offense, my like me personally, to be offended is very hard for me because I don't hold words and things like that in very high regard.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's more with me. It's more physical. It's more ridicule.
Yeah.
Get me? Like, especially if you look back and you think, oh, do you know what?
What about when
So and so's been playing me for a mug for time, and you ain't even clocked it. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the Bears just been making jokes about you or this, that, and the other, and you're
that's what I'm saying.
ridicule.
Another one is
That's when you get me. But like apart from that, like, do you know what? Words are just words, innit, man? And like people say shit, they have a laugh, whatever, in battles and stuff, especially.
What about dead relatives, man? That's like another one, man. It's like almost all.
When is it too far?
When's it too far, man?
Like,
fucking-
what happened to bars? What happened to bars about? What happened to lyricism, metaphors, similes? Why are man now just resorting to like the most, like you
Shock
said,
factors.
yeah, the shock value stuff? Is
Shock
that
factors.
really what is that? That's not battle rap. That's just attacking poetry. You know what I mean? You're just rhyming and just cussing a man, really.
provoking react and sorry.
Not saying that. Not saying that. You know what? There was a
Provoking a
place in the
reaction.
game for that, but it can't just be that. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's just that,
Yeah, no, of course,
Games
it can't
like-
just be that. It can't just be that at all.
And it comes into all these different leagues,
It
man.
can't just be that at all.
Don't Flop, KOTR, Battle of the Brave. There's Battle of the Brave as well.
So should we get into some shit like
yeah,
what's
let's talk
actually
about some
been
shit, man.
happening?
I want to talk.